Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, along with their supporting cast, dominated the NBA playoffs with a record of 16-4. A significant reason for that was the pick and roll between Murray and Jokic. In this video, I will dig into the different ways Erik Spoelstra and the Heat tried and failed to stop this unstoppable action. In the postseason, this duo's pick and roll was defended primarily in 3 different ways. The most common was a drop/soft hedge, next was a blitz, and lastly was switching the ball screen. I'll first start with drop coverage. As you can see, Bam is a couple feet off of Murray, and Jokic notices this, so he short rolls to the free throw line. Murray will set him up with an easy free throw line jumper. Same thing here as Jokic rolls into a free throw line jumper. Next, Jamal sees Bam again is in drop, so he snakes the ball screen to the left side of the floor, which gets him to his spot and rises up for an uncontested mid-range jumper. The next aspect where the Nuggets dominated the Heat's soft coverage was when Jokic popped. They scored a scorching 1.27 points per possession when Jokic shoots off of the pass or dishes to a teammate who fires. In this clip, Murray sees Bam is in drop and knows Jokic is going to pop, so he drags Bam near the baseline so that Bam has a long recovery once he passes it back to Jokic. The only opportunity the Heat have at contesting this is Gabe Vincent, who has to either guard a lights-out shooter in MPJ or rotate to an elite passer in Jokic. He decides to stay home and Jokic makes him pay. Here, Bam is more up to touch on the screen. This makes his closeout very long to get back to Jokic, so again Murray drags it out and finds Jokic open. Once Nikola reads Bam lunge on his closeout, he decides to drive the ball for 2 points. The last clip of Jokic popping is why this is so hard to guard. Bam sees Jokic pop, but Murray is driving hard. Bam needs to stay in the drop because Martin is not in front of Murray yet, but Bam is so worried about Jokic that the slight indecision leads to a layup. To limit the pick and pops, the Heat started to switch more ball screens. This led to great offense for the Nuggets, scoring 1.4 points per possession when Jokic shoots off of the pass or dishes to a teammate who fires. This number would have easily led the NBA in the regular season. Here, at the end of the series clinching Game 5, Jokic sets a step-up screen, so Caleb switches onto Jokic and Bam onto Murray. Now the Heat have a 6'5" wing on a 7-foot skilled center. Once Jokic recognizes this, on the roll he posts up at the free throw line, and Murray drifts to the corner for optimal spacing. 2 points in the lead. The Nuggets do not look back. Next, the Nuggets set a double ball screen, forcing Vincent to switch on to Murray on the first screen. Once Jokic sets the second screen, Vincent is so far out of the play, he veers back and switches onto Jokic. The same as the last clip, Jokic rolls into the free throw line area for a post-up. Now watch Kevin Love. Once he commits to full helping up, Jokic sees this and lobs a beautiful pass to Gordon. This last clip is where using so many coverages can be confusing. Jimmy switches onto Jokic, but Bam thinks it's dropped, so Jamal gets into an easy pull-up too. The last ball screen coverage I'll be digging into is blitzing. Statistically, this was by far the most effective defense, with this duo only scoring 0.93 points per possession. This would have ranked in the bottom 8 of any duo with at least 350 pick and rolls in the regular season. When blitzing the big, Bam hard hedges out to Jamal, forcing him to give up the ball. Strus tags the roller Jokic, which leaves MPJ wide open. Ideally, Jamal can't get that pass off, but he does, and Jokic always finds the open man. Unfortunately, MPJ misses. The next clip is similar, but Jamal gets rid of the ball early to KCP, and Jimmy tags Jokic due to his gravity, which leaves an elite cutter making an elite read with an exceptional pass from KCP. This last clip is a wrinkle from Malone where Brown sets a ram screen on Bam, which is when someone screens the screener's defender, making harder for the defense to blitz. Here Jokic pops, so Jimmy has to play 2 guys, but again he reacts to Jokic's gravity, and CB cuts and Jamal dimes him for a layup. The Heat didn't stand a chance stopping this duo, and while Blitz may have had the best stats, it was likely more of a consequence of missing open threes than forcing the Nuggets into bad shots. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed.